Okay, now look at what we call now, this flash, this, and to like pinpoint now, like not what was a second ago or a nanosecond ago, or what might be, but what's right now, what's here right now. And ask yourself, how long is the moment here for?
I don't know how to answer
Well,
that. How long? I don't know. As long as I'm aware of it.
let me ask it a slightly different way. The sense I certainly have of what I call the moment is that it's not static, that it feels, the felt sense of reality of the moment, whatever you want to call it, is one of dynamism, like it's alive.
Yeah.
Right? And it's in its aliveness, there is this sense of movement, this sense of dynamism, like it's not just like frozen. It's moving. It's it's like it's not like something appears and then it just like freezes, like like you hit the hot, like here we are, if someone was watching this later on, like on YouTube or something, our conversation here on Zoom, they can just hit the stop button and then we'll be like frozen objects, right? But of course, reality is not like that. Like there's no pause button. Like, okay,
Yeah.
let me stop the appearing. Boom, I
Yeah.
hit the pause button.
Okay.
It keeps shape shifting. It keeps moving, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And so if you imagine the moment uh, as something that's kind of unfolding, something that's appearing, like if you were to talk about it in sort of slower terms, like, okay, so the moment is appearing. Well, as it becomes now, right, as the moment takes shape, the way the moment, the kind of configuration of the moment,
Mm-hmm.
as it's taking shape, because of its dynamism, it's literally become something other than itself in the moment that it appears.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
In other words, the moment
Constantly.
is here for no time,
Yeah.
no time.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say to answer your question. It seems like the moment is eternal. And is even before I could conceive of this moment or try to conceive of what the moment was. To really take it in, you said, how long is the moment? Well, it's forever. There's no beginning and end to it.
Right.
Which
And you could also say kind of it's saying the same thing in a sense, but if you were to try to grasp hold of the moment conceptually in order to render it, in other words, to say what it is, to think it, to conceive of it, whatever you or I have conceived of the moment to be, in other words, like what is the shape of this moment? What is the moment like to describe it? It's already gone.
mm-hmm.
That particular shape of it is gone.
Yeah.
And now it's, in other words, it's like this, it's like, if I am like illustrating the moment with my hands, it's like it's taking shape. And it's like, again, there's no pause button. Like, oh, there's the shape. Now I can describe, it feels like, fill in the blank, or it looks like, fill in the blank.
Yeah.
No, it's feel experience. It's absolutely dynamic. It's totally unstable. There's no stability. And that instability can show us in an instant without sitting on a meditation cushion for 30 years that it is impossible to know what this moment is, because it's unknowable, because it's gone in the instant that it appears. It's gone. That the birth of the moment is the death of the moment simultaneously.
Yeah.
That's why it's inconceivable,
That's powerful.
ungrasped. It's absolutely mind blowing, because when you were first asking me to describe, kind of my work, and I was talking about the seemingly describable world, it really rests, like our language and our concepts really rest on this notion of there being things that endure over time, or events that endure over time, or people who endure, or phenomena that endure. Otherwise, if a phenomena, a piece, person, place, or thing, or experience is not enduring over the time, then there's nothing. I mean, that just blows up the entire notion of everything if it doesn't endure endure over time. And it turns out it doesn't actually endure over time. The moment has no duration whatsoever. Now, here's what's so trippy is that you can see that, like, oh my God, like this moment is, it's actually, the Zen Buddhists describe it as the unborn. It never actually becomes anything. But it looks like it does. So in the moment of, and you can just feel this, in the moment of this moment's radical impermanence, its instability, it's just gone. It's never even here. No, it never appears, it's like, and yet here is what we call the flow of experience, the flow of time, the flow of phenomena, the seeming endurance of like there's something about the flow of our conversation and our interaction that it has a quality of enduring over time somehow. That's how we can tell a story. That's how we can hear a piece of music, right? It's kind of like stretched out over time, the melody, the narrative. And yet all of that sense of it being stretched out over time is happening in this flash instant that is no time whatsoever, like absolutely no time. That's the dance, the timeless that looks like the flow of time.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's well said. It's so well said. Oh, wow.
And it's so cool because it's actually, as cool as that may sound like as an idea and intriguing and compelling as it is, and I think it is in a sense because it's so counter to what we think, it's literally what we're experiencing. We're literally experiencing like the gone nature of every moment. It's just like poof. It's just like the instant is just poof, it's gone. And then it's like, but magically, like, it's like a trick birthday candle. You keep trying to blow it out and it still stays lit. It stays lit. Mm-hmm. So it's like reality keeps liquidating itself, like in every instant, just vanishing. And yet it's always here. It's always here. It's always here, but it's not here, but it's always here.